Welcome back, Fear Fiends, to the Chillergeist League tables. Today, we delve into the depths of classic and cult terror in the creature feature division. But before the monstrous main event, let's examine the fascinating origins of our two aquatic contenders. In the blood-red corner, we have the timeless icon, the Gill Man, a prehistoric marvel haunting our screens since 1954. Boris, what do you make of its enduring legacy in the annals of horror? Exactly.
Subject Gill Man's operational lifespan is statistically unparalleled. Doctor, spanning multiple cinematic decades and inspiring countless imitations. Its cultural integration index remains exceptionally high. However, one must evaluate its threat escalation through various appearances, as its initial impact was largely contained to its specific habitat.
A creature of beauty and terror. And then, in the corpse blue corner, we have the monstrous mutation from the museum, the Kothoga.
Subject Kothoga, originating in 1997, displays a high bioengineered terror factor and a rapidly increasing target acquisition metric within its confined operational zone. Its future prospects were, regrettably, terminated prematurely, limiting long-term statistical extrapolation to a single intense event.
Precisely. So, we have the classic aquatic enigma versus the genetically twisted horror. The primordial versus the perfected nightmare. Who truly dominates? After this brief look at their careers, we'll dive deep into the numbers that define their terror. Stay tuned for the tale of the tape. Alright, Fear Fiends, the stage is set. It's the Gill Man versus the Kothoga. Let's get into the gruesome details with Boris's precise metrics.
Starting with total confirmed kills. Subject Gill Man, across its primary documented appearances, registers a focused kill count, primarily targeting those who directly encroached upon its territory, with an emphasis on individual elimination rather than widespread carnage. Subject Kothoga, during its documented rampage within the museum, accumulated a higher direct kill count, primarily due to its aggressive, indiscriminate pursuit within a confined, densely populated environment.
One is a protector of its domain, the other a relentless, consuming force. Different philosophies of terror, Boris.
Indeed, Doctor. A clear distinction between territorial defense and resource-driven predation. Next, average kills per appearance. Subject Gill Man's appearances yield a lower average, reflecting its more selective, reactive nature. Subject Kothoga's single, intense operational period resulted in a high average, demonstrating extreme efficiency in a target-rich environment.
So, the Kothoga is undeniably more lethal in a confined space.
Statistically, yes. Now, kill efficiency rating, kills per active screen minute. Subject Gill Man maintained a highly effective, if deliberate, kill rate when engaged, often relying on powerful grabs and aquatic advantage. Subject Kothoga, due to its frenzied, hormone-driven state, exhibited a higher per-minute efficiency, characterized by swift, brutal, and often dismembering attacks.
The Kothoga certainly doesn't hold back once it starts its grisly work.
Precisely, Doctor. Weapon versatility score. Subject Gill Man primarily utilized its immense strength, sharp claws, and aquatic environment for ambushes, indicating a natural, unvaried arsenal. Subject Kothoga, however, demonstrated specific and devastating offensive capabilities with its massive mandibles, prehensile tail, and powerful charges, indicative of its chimeral genetic makeup.
Those pincers of the Kothoga are truly a horrific weapon. A perfect killing machine.
A highly specialized, biologically optimized design, Doctor. Next, durability and resurrection count. Subject Gill Man exhibited significant resilience to bullets and tranquilizers, capable of surviving severe injuries and returning to operational status multiple times. Its amphibious nature provided strategic retreat options. Subject Kothoga displayed extreme resistance to conventional firearms and even cold temperatures, requiring extreme environmental manipulation for its eventual termination.
Both are incredibly tough nuts to crack, it seems. Unyielding monsters.
Indeed. Now, stealth/ambush proficiency rating. Subject Gill Man, despite its physicality, exhibited an unparalleled ability to disappear and reappear within its watery domain, achieving a 90% unseen approach rate within its environment. Subject Kothoga, while possessing surprising agility for its size, often relied on its imposing presence and direct confrontation, with a lower covert maneuverability score within open spaces.
The Gill man masters the art of the unseen approach, making the water itself a terrifying shroud.
A highly effective environmental integration tactic. Dr. Moving to signature sound/catchphrase impact, auditory intimidation score. Subject Gillman's growls and distinctive vocalizations registered an average 7.5 on the primal aquatic dread scale, invoking a sense of ancient, unknowable threat. Subject Kothoga's wheezing breath and terrifying roars scored an average 8.8 on the acute psychological distress index, indicating superior, immediate fear induction.
That Kothoga wheeze is chilling, Boris. It's the sound of relentless hunger.
A highly effective auditory signature. Doctor, let's move to the subjective metrics. First, stalking prowess. Subject Gillman's stalking efficiency score is high in its native element, patiently tracking and isolating targets before striking. Its method is deliberate and often extends the duration of victim apprehension. Subject Kothoga's stalking strategy was more direct and less prolonged, driven by its immediate physiological need, resulting in a rapid target engagement time.
The Gill man's patient, aquatic pursuit is exquisitely terrifying, but the Kothoga's relentless hunger is a horror all its own.
Precisely, Doctor. Now, psychological play. Subject Gillman induced fear through its mysterious, inhuman presence and the violation of safe spaces, often focusing on the abduction of specific individuals. Its psychological impact was rooted in the unknown and the primal fear of the deep. Subject Kothoga consistently achieved an average pre-termination psychological distress rating of 8.9, primarily through its terrifying appearance, overwhelming physicality, and the grotesque nature of its feeding. A high-yield return on visceral horror.
The Kothoga's sheer monstrosity is its psychological weapon, Boris. Pure, unadulterated nightmare fuel.
A highly effective visceral fear induction. Doctor. And finally, overall fear factor/iconic presence score. Based on a preliminary Chillergeist consensus poll and critical analysis, Subject Gillman maintains a 9.0 classic horror iconicity rating, particularly due to its timeless design and pioneering role in creature features. Subject Kothoga, while highly effective in its contained narrative, registers an 8.0 unleashed terror index, primarily due to its brutal efficiency and grotesque appearance.
There you have it, fear fiends. While the Kothoga brought visceral, unrelenting horror, the enduring legacy, mystery, and iconic status of the Gillman secure its place in horror history. And that, Boris, is why the Gillman wins this head-to-head.